Hey everybody, this is Squibby. Welcome to another solo spectating of a private match. This time we're doing Dune C with Gentleman, Jeff, and RDD against Wayne. This is Swift on PH with a new username, and Tuba. So we did play some other private matches today. We did Pipelines, and that's going to be coming out soon. You will probably have already seen that before this one. But right away, we already know what the strategies are going to be. Lando's is going to be running around on the dunes. Imperials are going to be up here. Vader always stays underneath the ship to try to catch Luke. If Palpatine can stun him, Leia at the back supplying health and just shooting them on the ship. It's pretty typical. Honestly, Dune C is, in my opinion, the most boring private match map to play on, just because it's a really routine strategy and nothing really changes. But everybody else seems to like it, so let's see how this goes. I'm spectating the Rebel side first, so I'll switch over to Imperials later. So far we got, I don't know who that is. Must be Boba. Yeah, it's definitely Boba, because RDD's Palpatine is advancing and getting hit with Trooper Bane a bit. Lando's still in the dunes. He's not AFK, that's good. Luke's pushing up a little bit. Palpatine went back onto ship. Oh, Luke pushed up a bit and he got drained for a quarter of his health. Boba's after him now. He's running back to get health from Leia. Right as she places a new shield. And Wayne, as Lando, is still in the corner. In the dunes, just waiting for a good shot. Luke just tried to go on top of ship there. Oh, no he didn't. He tried to bait them. Yeah, it's Tuba. Because basically, as soon as Luke goes on the ship, Emperor's supposed to stun him, and then they'll kill him. But if he baits it, then it's just funny to mess around with people. Oh, and he's up. Got a good force push on Boba, who's now back up at full health. If I'm being honest, I feel like we're going to get a lot of draw rounds in this just because of that routine that I told you about. This is not an aggressive map, so it's probably just going to be me talking about the fact that they're not pushing up because Imperials aren't pushing, Rebels aren't pushing, Lando's just staying there. Oh, Lando might be pushing a little bit. He's pushing up on Vader. Didn't get very much damage on him. Yeah, not very much at all. And Lando might be in a bit of trouble. So he used Disruption. Not sure if it affected Vader though. And Luke got stunned. Oh, right at the end, that's when they all decided to fight. Right, whoa, gotta get used to these controls, jeez. Alright, same thing as when I spectated the Pipelines match. I'm gonna skip through the 30 seconds and just leave it blank. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, and we're back on the Imperial side. Turns out that wasn't even a full 30 seconds because they immediately picked their heroes.
Personnel protected at all costs.
So now we get to see this from the Imperial point of view, with Palpatine running onto ship first of all. And they're expecting Lando to rush up to their left, which is why they're over here on the right side. But it looks like Lando is actually sitting right behind that block. So Luke is just hovering around the base of the ship. So is Vader. Oh, he got a good saber throw and probably a force choke on him. Luke got taken down. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And was that Power Blast? I believe it was. And Lando's back in the dunes. Is Leia AFK? She's not dropping her health. Oh, she's trying to Trooper Bane Boba. She's missed all of her shots. And they got the shield down for a brief moment. Ooh, Lando's on the right side. I think he might try to go on top of ship. If he gets onto the ship, and none of them are up. Oh, here he goes. Oh, and he made it. So did Luke. And here we go. This is when the real fighting starts. Luke got stunned for a bit. And the Power Blast is coming in. Oh, No damage off the power blast. Lagging a little bit, that's okay. And Leia's continuously just getting chipped with First Rocket. Vader is still under here by himself, just trying to chip at Luke. Ooh, Boba got a good beating there. So far, nothing too exciting. Oh, Power Blast coming in. And he got a fair amount of damage on both of them. Oh, Vader. Oh, Lando got caught. Here he is. And he's rolling. Oh, he was rolling away. Got force choked in midair. Now he's stuck here. Let's see if he manages to. And they got Lando. Did not manage to get away. And Luke got stunned in midair. And I think this might be it for Luke. Yep, they got Luke. And Leia's all by herself over here. She's got one honor guard on her. She's got two. They both became honor guards. So now she has to try to take them all down. And she's already got caught, so it's... well, it's definitely game over for the Rebels. I don't think they'll be able to make a comeback from this. And I got lagged, that's okay. And she's trying to target Boba, and then Vader. Didn't do much. Oop. Oh. And they're after her again. And this time she... oh! Barely took that health, but it's game over. Well, round over. Not quite game over. And here we go again. We're going to be on the rebel side this time.
Everyone stay alert. We have to protect our leaders.
Right away, Lando's way down in the dune. So they got their typical strategy. Boba Fett's already on top of the ship. So is Palpatine. Oh, he's peeking up pretty quickly. And Vader's right there. Oh, had Vader seen him? Oh, Vader definitely saw him. Vader saw him. Lando's getting pushed. And Lando's been caught. But he rolls away into the dune. So now Vader's facing off with Luke, and he also ran away. Let's see, Leia's still chilling in the back. With health for Luke, I believe. Oh, Vader's at half, and he got healed for a bit. We got Leia trooper baiting them. Palpatine's still at full health, same thing with Luke and Leia. Luke's on the tarp. He might get a force push here. Well, he got choked. And yeah, probably didn't do much damage. And Emperor Palpatine has missed the stun. Luke stole the map health from Vader. But now they're fighting. And yeah, he lost all that health already. He's running back to Leia for another one. Well, Lando's on the tarps as well, and he might have just disrupted Boba Fett. I doubt that, though. And they're back inside the dunes. But the Imperials have pushed up on the left side. So they could make a push here. But they won't. Because they are not healthy enough to do so. Leia getting some trooper brains off. My goodness, my connection is not doing very well. Oh, bad connection, okay. Alright. And Luke and Lando are pushing up. Oh, they're in the middle of everybody. Lando getting a fair amount of damage on Boba Fett, who's now less than half. And Vader is now down to 1. And Luke got Vader. But careful, Palpatine killed Lando as he rolls over to the Sarlacc. And Luke, being contested by an honor guard, is running over to the map house. Very, very closely stealing it from them. Palpatine's trying to catch him so he can get the stun. And Luke is running back to Leia. There's a health in the shield. I don't think any of them are going to take it. And Boba Fett is now healed. Luke is going to push them. Nope, never mind. He just went on top of the ship. And now they wait. Oh, Honor Guard. Honor Guard snuck up behind them, so now he can get some pretty good damage on them. And not so fast. He got stunned by Palpatine. And Palpatine missed the stun. Oh no, he hit it. He did hit the stun. And we get to a draw. Right at the last second. That could have been pretty close. We're back now on the Imperial side. Same characters, same players,
The rebels must not be
and I'm
allowed
going
to
to assume
target our
same
essential
strategy
personnel.
because that's basically how this
Do
map
what
works.
must be done.
Which is why I called it boring. Oh, Palpatine almost slipped off the ship there. That's pretty close. Alright, let's see. Lando's already in the Dune, so he might catch Vader or be caught by Vader. Again, we'll have to see. Leia's still in her shield. Luke is hovering around the map health, I think. My goodness, I'm just yawning so much. Oh, I think that Luke got a good force push on Boba, but they stunned him. He did take the map health, but now he's running away. Seems Boba is healed, but Lando's getting a good power blast on Palpatine and Vader. Luke is retreating for health, and Palpatine needs to heal everybody else now. And they're both underneath ship. All three of them are underneath ship now. So they don't have a good vantage point anymore. Boba Fett going back up. And same thing with Luke. Luke is now on top of the ship now that Palpatine is not there to stun him. Oh, Palpatine missed the jump. And Lando and Vader... Oh crap, I didn't mean to go onto the map. Lando and Vader are facing off, and Vader is probably going to lose this. It's now a 2v1. Lando just used disruption, so Boba's disrupted, and all their abilities are gone. And he missed a saber throw. It hits the bottom of the map, and now Vader's pretty low. And he's getting contested by Luke. Oh, who is now getting shredded, and both Luke and Vader have died from this fight. Now Lando's at 1 health. Well, not 1. Oh, Palpatine just got killed. I did not even see that. And Boba's the only one remaining, and he's fairly low. As we all know, Boba Fett is the weakest out of the 3. Everyone says that his health is practically a trooper's, and yes, he got killed by Power Blast there.
Is lost.
It's a good shot by Lando. Way on the other side of the map. Back to the rebel side now.
Protect our commanders. Stormtroopers are gonna try to eliminate.
Oh, and he doesn't even place the shocking trap in the Sarlacc. Ah, it does waste time. I do see that now. And he's sprinting over to the right side to get a power blast off immediately. And it seems like he can't get a good shot. So he's now going to roll himself back. Most likely. Luke is again staying on the tarp, and now he's on the ship. Oh, I'm surprised the Imperials didn't immediately push for the ship, but now Boba Fett and Palpatine are up there, and Luke has been stunned. Oh, and they got him to almost half health. Now he's got to get a good escape on this. Oh, and he saber rushed right into a block. So now he's got to run around while Palpatine attempts to cut him off. Still here. Oh, Lando's getting a power blast off on them. Oh, and he got Boba Fett. And now it's left to Palpatine and Vader versus the 3 of them. If Luke can heal, then they just have to stay back because Vader and Palpatine are going to be the ones that have to push this. And Luke is healed, so now he's going to push up a little bit. They do have an honor guard with them. He could do quite a bit of damage. Luke going in for a force push, and he only half force pushes the honor guard in an attempt to get rid of him, and he gets stunned, and he gets killed because he missed that force push. That's what led to it. That's where it all went wrong. Now Palpatine heals himself, and they're both fairly healthy. Vader's nearly at full health, and Lando's power blast isn't a huge help to them. And honor guard just super rolled over the other side, and Palpy's getting chipped quite a bit. That same honor guard is actually still alive. The gentleman. Oh, Lando is now very low as he sprints for the health, and he gets chipped. Thankfully, Vader misses the attack, and now Leia's getting RT spammed. And Leia's definitely done.
That's
And now it's...
it.
Oh,
We got the last
Leonard
one of
got
them.
Vader. What a good play. I definitely didn't realize how much time I had there. As we now return to the dark side, we will probably see, again, the same strategy. Oh, Vader's not moving. And now he's back. Yeah, Boba and Palpatine staying pretty close to Luke. Luke is now on top of the ship, as he has no one to contest him yet. Lando is still over. He's peeking. Oh, Vader might catch him. Just combined Lando and Vader by accident. Oh, if Lando could power blast them, he could probably get both of them. Luke is still on top of the ship because there's no one else up there. Oh, now Boba's going up, and he's getting power blasted. And Boba's getting shredded. He got down to 25 from that. Luke has been stunned. Luke got stunned. But it looks like he'll manage to get away and actually steal the map health. Boba Fett's going for the back one, and Luke tries to take it from him. And it's now Luke versus Boba Fett, and Luke is... Oh, he got stunned again. Luke is definitely going to win this fight. Oh, no, he's not. And Luke got killed, and Boba is still holding onto his shred of health that he has left. Power blast coming in from Lando. And Lando's done. He could have gotten Boba Fett from that, but he wasn't able to get the angle quite right. Now it's left to Leia against the three of them. Smart Rocket getting Vader pretty low. Whoa! Vader got annihilated there. The honor guard's at 1 health. Leia's retreating to the back. Leia's letting the troopers go after them right now. It's Wayne. Oh, going right up to the ship. Going after one of them. Palpatine's still waiting there with the health. And Boba Fett has now healed himself. Leia's still down here in the dunes. Oh, you can hear the troopers but not the heroes. That's weird. Palpatine less than 25 health left as the troopers are still trying to push them. And the map health is Palpatine's as Leia attempted to go for it. And now she's pushing up. And she's pushing up. Boba Fett trying to escape. Palpatine waiting there with the health as she's starting trooper bane on Boba Fett. And now escaping. Orbital strike coming in, but it misses both of the heroes. That could have been very lethal for both of them. And now they're onto Leia, and she has no escape from this. She's running into the out-of-bounds area, but they both have caught her. And it looks like that's going to be the end of that round. We now return to the Rebels as the game has now been tied up 2-2. We have had a fair amount of draw rounds, as I predicted that we would have. But so far, it looks like the Rebels are keeping to the same strategy, but the Imperials have switched it up a little bit, as they are not going onto the ship first thing. Luke immediately got chipped for a good amount of health, around 20. Oh, Trooper Bane hit Palpatine, but it did barely any damage. Luke is now going to heal up. And Lando is still right underneath the ship, just waiting for that perfect angle on Vader. And he's going in for the kill. He's going in for Power Blast, and he's getting it on Vader. Looks like Luke and Lando are both targeting Vader right now. And Lando just used Disruption, so all three of them no longer have abilities. And now it's just Luke against all three of them. Vader is fairly low, but there's a map health that Luke can now grab. And they're both running for it, and Luke manages to steal it. Vader's still fairly low at about 15. Palpatine and Boba are still pretty full. And a Power Blast! that goes through the tarps, nearly kills Vader as he went down to almost 1 health. Luke still on tarps, trying to get a force push, and Lando with a disruption. Palpatine going after Lando now, Boba Fett running away. Palpatine's on Lando, and Luke just got stunned. Vader is still underneath as he is fairly low. And Luke is after Boba Fett, and Boba's now at 1 health. And Luke, oh, and he got killed by Vader, who was waiting underneath for him. Lando also got killed by Palpatine, who he had no chance against. And now Boba Fett is still low, Vader fairly low, Palpatine at about half, now healing Boba Fett. This is going to be a pretty close one. It could be a close one, depending on how Leia plays this. And she could kill Vader right now. Vader is at actual 1 health. I just want to check this. Oh. And Vader got killed. I'm assuming that he was at actual 1. Now back to Leia. It's against both Boba Fett and Palpatine, but both of them are now going onto the ship, as the troopers are now going to be the ones to deal most of the damage here for the final half of the round. They do have an honor guard, though. They actually have, I believe, 1 or 2 left. Doesn't matter. Leia is still trying her best to get the shots on them. The honor guard is still doing a decent amount of damage. Has lost some health. And Boba Fett eagerly trying to kill the troopers before they are able to get any damage on them. 10 seconds left in this round. This is going to be the final push for the troopers, and for Leia, if anything. So let's see what happens here. 3 more seconds. 1 second, and the round is over, and the Imperials have won.
Essential personnel must be protected from the rebels.
We're now back to the Imperials, and since they have won a round, they are able to play slightly more aggressively, but again, they still need to be very careful. Because if they are able to get... Oh, Lando immediately pushing towards the ship. Luke is on top of the ship because Palpatine and Boba Fett are not there, and Lando might actually be able to get onto the ship right now. Let's see his roll. And he makes it onto the ship first try. Now Luke and Lando are on the ship. Leia still at the back at her shield. Theoretically, if all 3 of them had known what was happening right now, they could push Leia right now and they might be able to get her. If they could avoid Power Blast. And Luke goes down to get a slight force push on Vader, but only to go back on top of ship. And he falls down. He falls down, now being contested by all 3 of the villains. And Lando now gets Power Blast on Boba Fett, draining his health and disrupting him. And they're now against Boba Fett, who is now trying his best to stay alive. Oh, and he got killed by Lando with his extra damage trait on his Night Sniper. Luke is now back on top of the ship, so now it's a 3v2. The rebels now have the advantage in this battle. Lando and Luke still on top of the ship as Palpatine and Vader are moving around on the bottom. Leia's still at her shield way at the back, knowing that they can't reach her from here. She's trying to get Trooper Bane. Gets a little bit of damage on Vader. Lando now hitting some shots on a trooper? Who is that? Oh, it's an honor guard, yes. And the honor guard is dead. Palpatine hovering over by the map health. And he finally took it. The rebels are still winning this as it is now a 3v2. Oh, and a saber throw on Luke. Chips him for a good amount of damage. Leia's still trying her best to get shots. Oh, and she's luring them out so that way Lando can get a Power Blast. And here we go with the Power Blast on Vader, getting him down to half health and disrupting. Not sure if that did anything. Vader and Palpatine are trying very desperately to chase after Leia. Oh, Leia's pretty low. And the saber throw was missed. I feel like the Rebels are going to win this one. And a power blast nearly kills Palpatine, and the Rebels have still won this.
Crumbled in defeat.
Back on the Rebel side, since Leia was barely able to get
Defend our
away.
heroes. They need protection in order to defeat the Imperials.
Since Leia was able to get away barely at the end of last round, they were able to secure that victory. Re-tie the game, so the score is now 3-3. Luke running off of ship, and they're targeting Boba Fett, and he is now drained to half health. Force choke on Luke, but Vader misses the saber throw. As Palpatine's now pushing in on Lando, and Lando might be at risk here, and he super rolls away, so he's now fine. Now it's Luke against the three of them as a saber throw takes him down to nearly half health. Leia heals Lando. The tension is really high in this scenario. The Rebels are waiting just behind the Dune and the Imperials in the crates. They know that Lando is in the Dune. So Palpatine is trying to push them, and he stuns Luke and runs away. Lando nearly getting a good power blast off on Boba Fett. Leia getting some more shots. Oh, Luke pushing up, getting stunned, and Vader gets a good amount of damage on him, draining him down to 25. And Leia's now gonna go heal Luke. Oh, Luke gets chipped even more, and he is killed by an epic saber throw by Vader. That was very close, and now the Imperials have the lead on this round, as it is 3-2 for them. Boba Fett is less than half health right now, and they're all retreating. Yep, they're doing a very, very, I guess, passive strat. And a health that he's luring Lando with. And the power blast doesn't do much, and they're on Lando now. As he runs back over to the middle. Leia's still in the back, getting some damage off while Lando tries not to die. Oh, and Lando's getting shredded by Boba Fett. Not able to get a very good power blast off. Oh, never mind. Boba Fett's now down to about 10 health, but there is a map health on his left if he's able to see it. And he sees the map health and he's going for it, and he's now healed himself. Vader's sitting at the back at nearly 1 health. If they were able to get him, they'd be able to retie this. And Vader's now killed, but Palpy's on them. And Leia's now killed, and Lando as well. So the Imperials have now won this.
It's over.
And now on the Imperial side, we are now at
Essential
match
Imperial
point.
personnel must be protected, stormtroopers.
Well, technically the way that we do these private matches is we take your points on light side and dark side and then combine them. So that way the team that has a higher score... Oh, Lando getting power blast. Doesn't get much damage on them. The team that has the closest points to 10 at the end of it wins the whole match. So they're now at game point, and Luke and Palpatine are fighting on the ship, while Lando and Leia are getting shots on Boba Fett, and Luke runs away. We are now back to the original strategy of having Palpatine and... Oh, huge power blast on Vader, getting him lower than half. Palpatine's now going down to heal him, and Luke might contest Boba Fett on the ship here. And he does, he gets a force push, and Boba manages to run away. Gets a rocket on Luke, which slightly stuns him, oddly enough. And now Palpatine's back onto the ship, so Luke is running away to go heal. And Lando's on the left side power blasting. And he drains Palpatine to less than half again. Vader's still barely under 75 health, and there's a map health now for Vader. So Vader's now back up to full, and Palpatine heals himself. Luke coming back onto the ship for Boba Fett. Palpatine and Boba are now on the ship. Palpatine's on tarps. Oh, and Leia is getting huge Trooper Bane shots on Vader, getting him all the way down to 75. And the power blast is now coming in. Lando rolls back into the dune as Luke is now under the ship waiting for them. Palpatine heals Boba Fett. Oh, and a saber throw on Luke makes him run away after taking a little bit of damage. We now have all three villains nearly at 75 health each, with Leia and Lando trying to get shots off on Vader while Luke is trying to force push them on top of the ship. And Lando is now contesting Vader, but Vader got a saber throw. Luke is coming in to help with the force push, and now it's all three of them fighting, and now Palpatine and Boba Fett have joined, and it looks like Lando might barely get away from this one, but Vader might not be so lucky as he's now at 25, and they got Lando. Boba Fett shot Lando down, and Luke is very close to dying, and he's been stunned and killed. So now we're back at a 3v2 for the Imperials with an honor guard helping them out. 2 honor guards. Oh, sorry, it's a 3v1. Forgot that Lando had actually been killed, and a saber throw on Leia, making her less than half. So now the Imperials are going to push this for the final 15 seconds to try to get that kill. Leia desperately places the shield in an attempt to save herself, but she's still running away, trying to stay alive, but she's killed yet again, and the Imperials have won this game with an orbital strike at the end to signal it all off.